Yo, what's going on, guys? Evan Tanaka here, back with another video. In today's video, I'm going to tell you guys the best limited team for Season 5 Week 1. If you guys do not know, Season 5 comes out tomorrow, and we can see the limited challenges the day before, and there will be the first week of limited starting tomorrow for Season 5. So if you guys do not know how to check this, basically what you want to do is come over to your challenges, go to Skills Challenges, click on the first one, Season 5, limited warm-up week 1, and basically if you look in the kind of middle left, it will say you may use up to 1 amethyst, 2 rubies, no free agents or heat check cards are allowed, and basically those are going to be the requirements for tomorrow for the first week of limited of Season 5. So in today's video, I'm going to tell you guys the best team to use for limited for the next season. Before we get into the video, if you guys are new here, I'd really appreciate if you could subscribe down below. I post 3 to 4 Myteam videos every single day and give you guys some less Myteam content on the platform. So without further ado, let's get on to the video. Okay guys, so into building the team here, we're just going to start out with the point guard, and we are going to look for sapphires or rubies and see which kind of point guard we want to use. So we're allowed 1 ruby, or sorry, we're allowed 2 rubies and 1 amethyst. So maybe I want to look for an amethyst point guard, because I think having a point guard is very important, especially if you're going to run a limited squad. So I would probably use your amethyst for your point guard, or who you're going to run your offense through. So maybe that shooting guard, maybe if you want to run your offense through your shooting guard, then I'd probably recommend picking your amethyst for your shooting guard. Someone who I know is really good is a guy like Anthony Simons. He's really good, man. 6'3", he's got a good 3-ball, can drive to the rim really well. Defense isn't the best, but he's just going to be our offensive guy. So I think he's going to be our starting point guard, and we are going to use our 1 ruby on him, or 1 amethyst on him. And then for shooting guard, we're going to go with a ruby. Obviously some really good ruby cards, like you could use Bogdanovich for a shooter if you really wanted to, but I would probably use a defender because we have our offensive guy. So I would probably look for a defensive guy. I guess you can't use the celebrity card. So maybe try to find a defensive guy at the 2. Just looking through my rubies here. Of course, you can use small forwards, right, as well. Like small forwards that can play the 2. How does this Cedric guy look? Is he pretty good? 6'6", that's good height. He's got good 3-ball, good mid-range, good driving dunk. Defense isn't the best, but decently fast. So I got my eye on him. Basically, what you guys want to do is just scroll through your rubies, kind of just decide who you like. I kind of like that Cedric guy. Let me just check some sapphires real quick, because if you want to check some sapphires, maybe there's some sapphires that are actually better than the rubies you have. So let me just quickly check these sapphires. I think we're gonna want to go with our rubies though. And yeah, we're gonna go with our rubies. We are gonna go with I'm gonna go with that Cedric guy. He looks pretty good. I'm definitely happy to use him at the 3 or after 2, sorry. So I think at the 3 we're gonna go with our sapphire, because we want to save our ruby for I think our center position, because we want our center position to be able to spread the floor. So yeah, let me just think of a sapphire at the 3. I know there's guys like Jonathan Isaac who are really good, but I kind of want to save Jonathan Isaac for the 4. The thing that 2K did that I don't really like is why would we make it sapphires? Because if you look in your premium collection, we don't really get sapphires anymore. The lowest tier we get is rubies. So it's kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, why would we use sapphires when the lowest tier we have is kind of like a ruby? So all these sapphires are from a lot of seasons ago, so we don't really get to use updated cards. So honestly, for sapphires, it's kind of hard to pick from, because there's not that many, and there's not that many that are good. But I'm gonna go with Jaylen Brown at my 3. I think he can lock it down for us, because he's a good defender. And then obviously at the 4, we're gonna go with Jonathan Isaac. And then I want to save my last ruby. I want to save him for the center, because I want a center that can stretch the floor. Like Wang ZZ, he's a really good option. Taco Fall, if you really want to cheese, he's a good option as well. But yeah, like I was saying, like, rubies are nice because we do get rubies in each promo set, and they are at the bottom of the tier, which is really nice, right? Because we get to use them. They're updated. They have all the badges that ruby cards would have. But sapphires, we don't get sapphires anymore. So we probably last started getting sapphires in like season 3, maybe at the start. So for this one, you could go Mirson or Taco Fall if you want to cheese and have like a tall center. But I think the best center to run is gonna be Wang ZZ. He's a great defender, but he can stretch the floor really nice. And honestly, I think this is probably one of the best starting lineups you can make with the limited requirements. So we're allowed 2 rubies and 1 amethyst. And then out for the bench, it has to be all sapphires. So this is where it kind of gets bad, and there's going to be no real like insanely good budget cards, because like I said, we don't get sapphires anymore. So for point guard, I'm going to go with Jalen Suggs. I know he can drive to the rim. I know he's pretty solid. I mean, you could go Reggie Lewis actually, or Reggie Jackson, because he's actually pretty good. Let me do my 2 though. Let me see what my 2 is going to look like. We got Duncan Robinson. He was good in season 1, but I mean, if you look here, like all these cards are reward cards or either base cards. So I guess he's like the newest guy, honestly. How is he looking? He's just a good shooter. He holds some sort of defense. His defense definitely is not the best. So for the 2, look at a 3. Is there any good 3s that can play the 2? I don't think so. There's just no real good promo cards for the Sapphire tier. So I think we're probably going to go with Duncan Robinson or Troy Daniels. I guess Troy Daniels. He's pretty solid, actually. Yeah, we're going to go with Troy Daniels. He's actually pretty solid. Maybe Manley Quickly for the point guard position. I think I'm actually going to change my point guard to Manley Quickly. I know he's actually pretty solid. So yeah, let me go with the Manley Quickly at the point guard position. He's, I think, 6'3". He's got a good 3 ball. He can drive to the rim decently well. His quick driving dunk isn't the best. So you can go Jalen Suggs or you can go Manley Quickly. I think I'm going to actually go back to Jalen Suggs or Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson's actually pretty tough. I think I'm going to go with Reggie Jackson, actually. I like him a lot. And then for small forward, let's just try to get us a defender. Like I said, I keep saying it over and over again, but it's just super annoying that we don't really have any updated cards. I think this Jimmy card, I'm pretty sure he was a reward card like he was in the exchange. I mean, Jimmy's just going to be a good defender, so we're probably going to take Jimmy at the 3. Like I said, for limited, I don't think I really use my bench at all. It's mainly my starting lineup. That's why I put all the rubies and all the amethysts on the starting lineup. If you guys really want to, you can obviously spread it out, and you can maybe run, you can have like a ruby off your bench to maybe carry you. You definitely could do that if you wanted to. Honestly, I know it may seem dumb, but I think I'm gonna go with Giannis. He's just gonna be 6'11". I mean, it's Giannis, right? So we're gonna have a Giannis card that's just gonna play good defense to be 6'11". And then at the center position, we are gonna go with a guy who hopefully can space the floor. I know Marvin Bagley can space the floor. Damn, there's like really no good centers that are Sapphires here. I think Bagley's probably our best option. I guess we go Simbalar just to cheese. If you want to go like with the cheese lineup, we could go Simbalar and Giannis and then Jimmy Butler. We're gonna have no spacing, but if you want to go cheese, we definitely could run something like that. That's probably what I'd run if I was gonna play limited tomorrow, which I will. This is probably the team I'm gonna run. Unfortunately, they don't let you use really any good cards. Really, I mean, I wish the lowest tier was Ruby, and maybe we got to use like 1 diamond, 2 amethyst, and the rest are Ruby. If they did something like that, I think it'd be a lot more fun and a lot more enjoyable for most people. But these are the limited requirements. This is what we have to work with, and this is a squad that I would probably build. Hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know in the comment section down below. What players would you guys add where? You guys may have better suggestions as well. So just let me know in the comment section down below, and we can all help each other out in the comment section down below. But hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.